Hey, welcome to the Business Owner Spotlight Series. My name is Gabriel Moore. I'm a senior partner here at ActionCOACH Vanguard in Central Iowa. Today, I have the lovely Lindsey Foss and owner of Real Deals as my guest. We're going to be talking about her business, journey to business ownership, challenges, best practices, and share a peek into what it's really like to build and operate a business. If this is your first time on our channel, be sure to like and subscribe to get notifications when we drop new conversations just like this one. Lindsey, welcome and thank you so much for being here today. Give us a brief overview of your background and tell us a little bit about your business at Real Deals.
Well, Gabriel, thank you so much for having me and so appreciate the opportunity to hop on. Real Deals is a home decor and women's clothing boutique. So we already talked about how we can get your house all decorated for the holidays here. But we have a little bit of an interesting business model, and that is that we are just open a few days a week with the mindset of we switch out all of our displays and our clothing every week so that it is a new experience for customers when they walk in the door, that they are inspired by new product, and it kind of creates a sense of urgency for them to come back week in and week out, and what's here today may be gone tomorrow kind of mindset. And the reason that was so enticing to me also was thinking like, all right, sweet. I'm only working 3-4 days a week if this kind of pans out. Little did I know that there's a lot more behind the scenes and a lot of sweat equity that goes into that too. So we opened 5 years ago in Central Iowa, and before that had zero retail background other than a lot of shopping in my day for business
Hey,
purposes
that experience is
solely.
experience, right?
Exactly. And I have a self-proclaimed degree in HGTV, if you will. So I feel like I had a lot of credibility to be able to bring to this position. Um, and my husband and I had young family. We knew that we wanted that to grow, and we knew that we wanted a business that could grow along with us and that could evolve as our family did. So we thought, you know what, maybe this 3 to 4 day a week business model is just so crazy it might work, and it might be a good fit for our family. So fast forward 5 years and it's still working.
So, major question here, real quick. Are you saying that each week you take all of the clothes that you had out and put all new clothes in?
A lot of them. Yeah. So
Okay.
all of the clothes that were up and on mannequins and everything all come down. We bring in a whole fresh batch of clothing, and same goes on the home decor side. We have both
Okay.
everyday home decor items and furniture as well as seasonal offerings, and that comes down, and we put up about, oh goodness, 6 to 10 new displays for home decor
Wow.
each week. And our big thing is it's the discovery process. They're pretty packed displays, because the
Yeah.
biggest compliment we can have from a shopper is you gotta take 3 laps around this place to see it all.
That is a
And
super good compliment. Super good
yeah,
compliment.
absolutely. That, and that our prices are a real deal. If we can have customers walking away saying those couple of things, then I know that we've done a good job at the end of the day.
I'm not interested in divulging any secrets of Real Deals, that's for sure. But I can imagine that you're not really working 3 to 4 days a week. You've got to be working
No,
more
let's see.
when.
So if there's 7 days in a week, we're probably working about 11. No, it is definitely a lot more behind the scenes than we, ever anticipated, because all that product that's going out on the floor needs to be ordered and received into our systems and unboxed and priced and merchandised and marketed. And there are about 15 steps that need to happen before a customer comes in and it ultimately ends
Give
up
or
in
take.
his or her home. Yeah. So
Yeah.
much so that my husband, also not much for a women's fashion background, believe it or
Yeah.
not.
It's not my
Yeah,
thing as much. Not anymore.
yeah, yeah. And my husband also came on board full-time Real Deals in 2021 to be
Wow.
able
Okay.
to help with all of the receiving and pricing of products and so many of the behind the scenes work that it takes. And that was, 5 years ago when we were sitting down looking at this, it was never in the business plan for that to happen, and such an unexpected blessing to have the need for it. So we're very, very thankful to be business partners and life partners and parent partners and all the things. It's all goes hand in hand.
You come from a unique experience where you've got your life partner that's your business partner as well.
Yeah.
And I also have that experience here in Action Coach. My wife Shay is my absolute partner in this business. We have very different strengths, which I'm
Yes.
sure you and your husband do as well. But it definitely complements each other for the business, not against it. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
There might be some business owners out there that are dealing with that too. I mean, what's a challenge that you might deal with in having your life partner as a business partner? Give me an idea of maybe one of the top challenges that you got going on there.
Ooh, he's still on a trial basis with the shop, and so we have to have quarterly reviews, performance
Yeah.
reviews there. Um, I think a challenge early on, as you said, Gabe, is we have very different skill sets and strengths that we're able to offer the business. And so we needed to identify who was responsible for what, and to
Mm.
trust that they are the ultimate person to decide to make a decision in that respective realm. So for
Okay.
example, in our retail world, it's we have a lot of freight coming in, and so that has now become my husband Jared's responsibility, is to track product coming in and to ensure that it's received correctly and priced and all those good things. And it was very hard for me to relinquish control even to my husband,
Sure.
because I think from an entrepreneurial mindset, we feel like we need to be doing all the things, whether that's our strong suit or not. We like to just have a pulse on everything happening. And so to let go of that was a bit of a challenge, and to recognize that that needed to fall in under Jared's bailiwick was a learning curve for myself, and vice versa for him. But now it has ultimately become such a blessing, because it has freed up brain space for me to focus on other areas of the business. And it ultimately, then we are just lockstep in the things that need to happen at
Yeah.
the store with our family. And
That's so great.
it's so hard to separate life and business, and
Yeah.
and I am so thankful to have him to be able to walk through both with. So
I think you're speaking to a lot of entrepreneurs out there that there are far more than maybe you might think that are in a relationship and with their loved one inside of that role. And
mhm,
it can be tough. And
absolutely.
establishing roles and establishing responsibilities is an incredible key element to making things like that work, and
Yeah,
being able to separate business from personal, and
right.
both of you agreeing that it's okay to do so, and just establishing those boundaries. But it
Absolutely.
sounds like you're killing it in that area.
You
Uh,
know, some
I'm
days
sure you
more
got,
so than
yeah,
others, but
up days, down days, right? I got you.
yeah, absolutely. We all have those.
Well, let's move on to what makes your business so special. Okay, who primarily does your business serve? Like, if I were the audience, how would I know if I was a good fit for your product or service? Aside from I'm no longer into women's fashion.
Yeah, well, there's that. Primarily females, of course, as our target audience, the ones who are making the purchasing decisions for their home furnishings. And we also, we welcome all ages and families and backgrounds, and we like to say that we've got something for every style, for every budget. We have clothing sizes from extra small through 3XL, which is, can be hard to find in more of a boutique type of setting, to be inclusive in that way. And we also just pride ourselves, though, not only on what our business offers, but ways that we can be involved in the community. So thinking larger than Real Deals itself, it's ways that we can be involved in our neighborhood trick-or-treating events, or our Christmas time events. And so from that perspective, we love to be able to accommodate families all throughout central Iowa, and to provide just really great experiences for them. And it was really an area where our particular neighborhood was able to shine, despite so many things being canceled or moved to virtual over the last several years. It was very important for our neighborhood in Uptown Ankeny to continue to provide things for families of all walks of life to come and experience. And so we really put our thinking caps on that. Okay, outside of our Real Deals store and women's clothing and home decor, how can we reach the greater community? So it has been so fun to connect with other small businesses in that way, and just get to know new customers.
And you get that not, like you just said, you got the feeling of community where you're actually helping your community, but you also get to know small business owners around you, and collaborate, and being able to do something as a group effort for the community. It's so powerful to be collaborative like that.
Absolutely, far more than we could have done on our own, and to get great ideas from others. And absolutely,
that's so cool. What is one thing you wish that more people knew about your business?
That it is really important to shop small, and just how impactful that is for our business, and how we.
What do you mean by shop small? Elaborate on that for me.
We're a small family-owned business. Real Deals itself is actually a franchise, where we buy into this name and this brand, but really the product offerings, the marketing, the merchandising is up to us, and we tailor that to our customers. And so
very cool.
My husband and I and our kids are in there often, so that customers can really get a sense of this is the family that we're helping to support, and then all of our team members and their families too, and that we really try to pay that forward tenfold in supporting other small businesses and families and community organizations and dance team and band fundraisers, and in all those good kinds of things. That supporting local in that way really kind of helps our neighborhood world go round, if you will.
Yeah, when you said shop small, immediately it would pop in my head is shop local, right? I mean, make sure that we're supporting our local businesses. It absolutely supports our healthy city economy. And not that I'm poo-pooing on big box stores, because I think there's a market for that as well. But for everyone to forget, or to just not introduce themselves to these small markets, we're letting something so important go, and we really need to kind of focus on that. I love that.
Absolutely. And we feel incredibly supported by the local community. We're very, very blessed in that way. And so we just really want our customers to know that we're trying to be stewards of their dollars in terms of helping to fuel the local economy, and if that
Okay.
means I need to go over to the local children's store, every week or visit the candy shop or something down the
There you
road,
go.
so be it,
So be
because
it.
that's what's gonna help keep the economy rolling, right?
Yes, this is let's divert here for a second. Let's go to some
Okay.
marketing thing because we are a business, and
Mm-hmm.
as you know, marketing plays such a important role in
Mm-hmm.
how we do. What's
Right.
the number one marketing strategy that's brought you the most business thus far?
Transparency, I think, is
Elaborate.
it really occurred to me, Gabe, as we were in the midst of a global pandemic, which I was pretty early on into being a business owner at that time.
Yeah.
Just kind of felt like I was getting my legs under me. And then in comes a pandemic. And I thought, you know what? We don't really have a rule book on how to navigate these times. A lot of us as
That'd be
business
nice.
owners, yeah, we're really, really thrown for a loop. And I thought, what else do I have to lose if I'm not being myself? So early on in the pandemic and every day since then, we've been pretty transparent in good times and in our hardships and in our faith, that we really put it all out there, and that this is who we are, that again, this is the family that you get. These are the faces behind the products at Real Deals, and this is how we feel. And so it is, it's less about selling products for us than it is to make genuine connections within the community. That was also a huge part of why we wanted to open this business, because we weren't originally from the area, and we're like, we got to get some friends around here, man. We got to get ingrained in the community, and we've really just found that by being pretty open about our faith and the ways that customers support us and our family. And I think I posted a picture of just the real life, my kids eating McDonald's French fries on the store floor the other night, and it had nothing to do. I think there was a chicken nugget discovered the next day under a
Excellent.
display, and but
Welcome to the
that
party. You
that
say
is the real deal.
transparency. You say transparency, and what I'm hearing, I have to I have to interpret it my own way, right?
Yeah,
So you
right.
say transparency, and I hear authenticity. And so, because what you're doing is, it sounds like you're being socially authentic,
Mm-hmm.
meaning that you're not afraid to expose the real you,
Right.
the real business, the real everything, and
Mm-hmm.
let people judge as they may. And
Yeah.
it is what it is. Either you love
Yeah.
us or you don't love us, and that's okay.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
Absolutely. And we know that we're not a market for everyone,
That's right.
and
Sure.
that was a hard pill to swallow as a young business owner too, that you want to cater to everything and everyone, and
Yeah.
to bring it down and to really recognize the customers who you serve, and to do so well, and to do so in an
Reality
authentic
check.
way. Absolutely.
It's
And
a reality check. I think we all go through
right.
that. We all go through that.
Yes. Yeah. So I was, as I was thinking about our conversation here today, Gabe, I used to set my mantra for years was always like, fake it till you make it. Right.
Okay.
And that is what's going to, if I didn't know anything about retail, but I thought, you know what, I am willing to learn alongside the
Sure.
best of them, and I'll fake it till you make it. And I have recently thought about that perspective shift, and there's really so much that you can't fake. You cannot fake passion for what you're doing in the products that you're selling and the service that you are providing. You can't fake that
Awesome.
for too long. Customers
Nope.
can see right through that, and you will feel the effects long before you make it. And you can't fake hard work and putting in the energy outside of, those open hours. So
Lindsay,
my
this is so good. This is so good. Keep going. Keep going.
well,
What else can't
I
you
don't know
fake? I
about
want to
that.
know.
So Gabe, my renewed mindset has been faith it till you make it,
Oh,
because
come on.
so much of what we do as entrepreneurs, or just in general, if you're looking to make a career shift, or if you are working a side hustle after your 9 to 5, or running a small business, it is a leap of faith, and it is trusting that you think you got a good thing going, and you hope and pray that customers feel the same way, and that they will want to take in your ideas, your words, your products, your services. It is a total leap of faith, and I think that you can't fake it. You need to faith it, and that is what we try to your original question about how we portray ourselves in from a marketing perspective. It goes beyond social media, if you will, to provide that transparency, to let our guards down, to show who we truly are. And we try to exude that in our interactions with customers. And in doing so, we have been able to learn so much about others, and that has given us so much in return. That is my advice to other small business owners. Somebody who's considering making a change is got to have faith.
Lindsay, you are my cup of tea. You
I'm a
have,
coffee gal, but
we need more mindsets like yours. We need more people like you in this world. And you are speaking my language. You're speaking my passion. Oh, it's not mine. Sure feels like mine, but it's not mine.
yeah,
But it's in a way that we can relate. And I know you don't know too much about me or anything, but I imagine you will over time here, and you're going to learn that we share a lot in common in regards to how we see the world. And that's a good thing. I think we need more people like that. I love Faith It. And it is 100%. You can't fake mistakes. You can't
no,
fake failure. And you can't fake
right,
getting back up and doing it
right,
over and over again. And it's so good.
yeah.
We got to actually start getting to the end here. This has
Oh,
been such a good conversation.
been very fun.
Um, so I want to do some rapid fire questions here real quick. We've
Lay it
covered
on
a
me.
lot. Yeah, we've covered a lot here, and such good stuff. All right. These are going to be one word or one sentence answers, okay? So we're going to be rapid fire. You ready?
Okay, got it.
Piece of cake.
Mm.
What is the key to success for you?
Mm. That one word, you'd think it would be easy, but it is more of a challenge. Supporting local. That's 2 words. I'm sorry. Already failed.
I thought you were going to say faith it.
Well, yeah,
Supporting
that too.
local. Both are appropriate. What is your one piece of advice for other business owners?
Mm. That's where faith it comes in. Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Gosh, that's going to be like the title of the summary of this one.
I don't
What
know.
is one book you're reading right now or have read most recently?
Joy is My Job is a book I'm reading. A little tiny bit of context. I can talk fast though.
Yep.
That is by a local author who is also a customer of ours, and proud to say a friend and business mentor, if you will. And in Joy is My Job, it is really looking at how we're presented with obstacles personally, professionally, and how do we have that mindset shift to look at the joys that some of those challenges can
Yes.
present, and whatever it is that you're facing. And so, we learned pretty early on in business that it's a mountain, man, that you got to climb, and you can
Yes.
either be really begrudgingly climbing and hating every step of the way, or or you can be singing a different tune. Either way, you got to get to the top of the mountain, right? And so it's a mindset shift. So, and one that I'm always continually looking to improve. So Joy is my job is on my reading list this week.
It's going to be on mine too. I appreciate that. If you had to choose only one area of your business you could immediately improve tomorrow, what would it be?
The e-commerce space seems as though it is, Amazon makes it look easy, right? But there is a lot of behind the scenes there too, a lot of challenges, got to cut through a lot of noise as a small business. And so something that everybody wants, and we're just trying to figure out the best way to meet our customers where they're at.
Okay, I love it. Before we get to the final question, how can others learn more about your company? How can they get in contact with you?
Yeah, absolutely. We are most active on our social media pages, Facebook and Instagram for Real Deals Ankeny, Iowa. And that's where you get us. You get the real deal, the good, the bad, the ugly, the chicken nuggets on the floor is the best way to. And yeah, and our little one who's got applesauce on everything. So that's the quickest, easiest way to stay in touch and kind of the bat line to get a hold of me.
Last question. What is the most inspiring to you today?
I've got a Christmas tree behind me, which is maybe a little indication that we are in the holiday
Thanksgiving
season.
Tree?
You know, the turkey tastes the same, whether it's up or not, right? So I think that we're in Q4 of our business, and it's kind of a busy one for retail. And the most inspiring thing to me has just been the ways that the community has shown up, continued to shop small, and in kind of letting our guard down too. When customers know us, they know I've got kind of an IV of Diet Coke going at any given moment, and they'll bring us Diet Cokes, or they'll bring us a plate of cookies because they know that we're putting in hours far beyond when the sign on the door says open. And so I'm feeling very inspired and thankful for customers continuing to support local and making a conscious effort of that, even when it's real easy to have a package delivered at your door within a 2-day free shipping window. So that's keeping us going. And Diet Coke. So
Diet Coke. I actually wrote it down. Diet Coke.
Okay.
It's inspiring. in case anybody missed it.
Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
Yes.
As we wrap up, Lindsey, I just want to say thank you so much. This has been
likewise
an amazing spotlight on your journey. Not just a business though, like as an owner, and I'm deeply grateful that you allowed me to take a look under the hood with you.
Absolutely. Yeah. I so appreciate the opportunity to hop on to learn more about you and your wife, Shay. And we're actually neighbors. So I have a feeling this won't be the last time we're seeing each other here.
No, I could guarantee it's not going to be the last, especially now that I know you share a very similar mindset as me. So trust me, we're always on the hunt for that, just where's people at in their mindset. And so
absolutely.
Awesome. Let's see, if people wanted to look more, definitely looking forward to see how you and your business take it to the next level. But we're going to wrap up now. This has been Business Spotlight with Lindsey Foss of Real Deals, and your host, me, Gabriel Moore, with ActionCOACH Vanguard Business Coaching. Lindsey, again, thank you so much. And
thanks so much, Gabriel.